A County Almanac by Aldo Leopold. Chapter 6. June. The Alder Fork, a Fishing Idyl. Section 2. For the duration of a cigarette, I sit on a rock midstream and watch my trout rise under his guardian bush, while my rod and line hang drying on the alders of the sunny bank. Then, for prudence sake, a little longer. That pool is too smooth up there. A breeze is stirring, and may shortly ruffle it for an instant, and thus make more deadly that perfect cast I shall shortly lay upon its bosom. It will come, a puff strong enough to shake a brown miller off the laughing alder, and cast it upon the pool. Ready now. Coil up the dry line and stand midstream, rod in instant readiness. It's coming. A little premonitory shiver in that aspen on the hill lets me get out half a cast and swash it gently back and forth, ready for the main puff to hit the pool. No more than half a line, mind you. The sun is high now, and any flicking shadow overhead would forewarn my hunker of his impending fate. Now, the last 3 yards shoot out. The fly falls gracefully at the feet of the laughing alder. He has it. I set hard to hold him out of the jungle beyond. He rushes downstream. In a few minutes, he too is kicking in the creel. I sit in happy meditation on my rock, pondering, while my line dries again upon the ways of trout and man. How like fish we are, ready, nay eager, to seize upon whatever new thing some wind of circumstance shakes down upon the river of time. And how we rue our haste, finding the gilded morsel to contain a hook. Even so, I think there is some virtue in eagerness, whether its object prove true or false. How utterly dull would be a wholly prudent man, or trout, or world. Did I say a while ago that I waited for prudence sake? That was not so. The only prudence in fishermen is that designed to set the stage for taking yet another, and perhaps a longer chance. Time to be added now. They will soon stop rising. I wade waist deep to head off navigation, poke my head insolently into the shaking alder, and look within. Jungle is right. A coal-black hole above, so canopied in greenness you could not wave a fern, much less a rod, above its rushing depths. And there, almost rubbing his ribs against the dark bank, a great trout rolls lazily over as he sucks down a passing bug. Not a chance to stalk him, even with the lowly worm. But 20 yards above, I see bright sunshine on the water. Another opening. Fish a dry fly downstream? It cannot, but it must be done. I retreat and climb the bank. Neck deep in jewelweed and nettles, I detour through the alder thicket to the opening above. With cat-like care not to roil his majesty's bath, I step in and stand stock still for 5 minutes to let things calm down. The while I strip out, oil, dry, and coil upon my left hand 30 feet of line. I am that far above the portal to the jungle. Now for the long chance. I blow upon my fly to give it one last fluff, lay it on the stream at my feet, and quickly pay out coil after coil. Then, just as the line straightens out and the fly is sucked into the jungle, I walk quickly downstream, straining my eyes into the dark vault to follow its fortunes. A fleeting glimpse or two as it passes a speck of sunlight shows it still rides clear. It rounds the bend. In no time, long before the royal of my walking has betrayed the ruse, it reaches the black pool. I hear, rather than see, the rush of the great fish. I set hard, and the battle is on. No prudent man would risk $1's worth of fly and leader pulling a trout upstream through the giant toothbrush of alder stems comprising the bend of that creek. But, as I said, no prudent man is a fisherman. By and by, with much cautious unraveling, I got him up into open water, and finally aboard the creel. I shall now confess to you that none of those 3 trout had to be beheaded or folded double to fit their casket. What was big was not the trout, but the chance. What was full was not my creel, but my memory. Like the white throats, I had forgotten it would ever again be aught but morning on the fork.